Hello crafty creative friends, welcome in. Let our fun begin. Today y'all, we are just going to be talking about the granny square blanket that I'm making, and I'm going to be sharing the plushie that you might see sitting right here, and then I wanted to share the granny square that I designed. It is my first design. So yeah, if you're new here, I'm Heather, the owner of Stitches, Knots, and More. And on my channel, I like to share all things crafting. Primarily, it's been crochet recently, but I do plan on trying to do upcycles, some macrame, embroidery, sewing, just whatever. So yeah, with that said, let me start with showing you the little pin cushion that I finished, and I hope y'all can hear me. I decided to come outside and record today because it's really nice. I mean, you wouldn't know it because I am kind of sweating quite a bit while I was trying to set up, and I'm not even sitting in the sun, but I mean, it is really breezy, and as you can tell by the scenery, we're at the lake. So I went for a little walk. I was going to do like a little short live while I was walking to see how that would work, but I wanted to ask hubby about that before I try and do something like that, because I don't know if doing that uses a lot of data. So, because I'm not a tech savvy girl, I don't know these things. And because of the phone case I have on here, I cannot use the mic unless I take the phone case off. And this phone case is almost impossible to take off the phone, so without like chipping parts of the phone case and stuff, because I've already done that, putting it back together and taking it apart just to use the mic. So hopefully y'all are hearing me all right. But here is our little granny pin cushion that I finished, and I think she turned out swell. She is beautiful. I might make a couple of smaller ones just to see what they look like, because I don't know if she was really meant to be this big. I didn't, like when I did the pattern, I didn't actually read the details as far as, you know, if it's, you know, how big it is or anything like that. So I didn't read the specs on how large it's supposed to be, but I feel like mine came out pretty large. My glasses are fogging, I might take them off. But yeah, that's our little granny pin cushion that we made, and she's just so pretty. I was thinking about giving her to one of the ladies in my needlework group, but I'm like, you know what, I'll keep this one. That's why I'm thinking maybe if I want to give a couple of those to the ladies in my needlework group, I will make smaller ones. So yeah. And let's talk about the granny squares that I have designed. It's really just one granny square, and I just modified it. And if anyone would like a tutorial for this granny square, just comment down below, because I was thinking about doing that. There was one lady on Gumleaf Crochet's channel in her community tab that asked if I had a pattern for it or whatever. And I was like, well, I don't really have a lot of experience writing patterns, but I was like, I could do a tutorial for it. Now this isn't the original. This one I just changed it a little bit. And this one just had, this is the original, okay, and it has more dimension. So I did what you would call a modified puff stitch in all these areas here. So, and then you have to, like if I do this tutorial, you do have to be able to change colors mid-stitch. So, like in the middle of a stitch, because you want to, like for these here, you have to finish this, this stitch with the other color so that you can make a stitch in this color. So, if you're not comfortable with switching colors mid-stitch, then you may not like this tutorial. It's really not that hard, and we don't do that often. Plus, I recommend carrying the yarn. I don't know if y'all will be able to see that, but on the back we have you have these sections where you see the yarn is being carried, and there's I think I calculated it was like 4 rounds where you have to carry your yarn on the back of your work. So, and then like I said, with this one I just changed it that way if people want to make this, you basically just if you don't like, because I feel like there's a lot of people that don't like puff stitches and bobble stitches and stuff. So I'm like, well, you can do it without doing that and it looks just as good. So, because with this one, it's just double crochets. But again, you're still having to carry your yarn on the back, because when you do your mid-stitch color change, then you have to have that yarn right there. I mean, you don't have to do that. You could just like cut it off for each of those if you wanted, like these corners and stuff. But I didn't want to cut the yarn off, because then you got to tie in all the tie out knots and weave all those ends in. And then this is the same granny square, but I used 3 colors, and I feel like I don't really like it with 3 colors, to be fair. Maybe if they were different colors. I didn't really like the gray, to be fair. And I think if I did it again, I would put another gray row like in this second to the last round. I would definitely put another gray round on there. But I did the gray in this one, and yeah, I haven't weaved in my ends, but I did the gray, I guess khaki and blue in this one, because we have rugs in our living room that have these colors in them, and I thought these would look nice if I made a little table runner out of it, or like accent pillows, and it would match really nicely. So that's why I did the 3 different colors. But if anyone else would be interested in seeing a tutorial for this, I could try and do that. Maybe that's something I could set up outside. I don't know. I feel like at home I don't really have a good way to set it up to record. Like, I feel like a lot of people, they get the little phone mounts that can attach to your desk and look down. I don't have that. I have this stand that the phone is on right now, but it doesn't have like a bendable arm, so I can't really do it with that. And then I have 2 webcams, so I could use my webcams, but I don't know that I can really zoom in and get close with those. And then I also have a DSLR camera that I could use. I just need to figure out where I would set it up to do that. So it's not like I can't. And I have like my scarf tutorial that's on my channel, that that's but that was really long. I didn't know how to make it shorter. I mean, I guess I could have just cut a bunch of stuff out of it, but I was just trying to help people along most of the video. That's why I made it that long. So, but yeah, if you would like a tutorial for this, I can plan that and maybe do that next week. If I did do a tutorial video, I might put it up on Tuesdays, because I did have a plan if I was doing more tutorials that my tutorials would be on Tuesday. Tutorial Tuesday. So I thought that would be fun to do that. But the only tutorial I have up on there right now is the scarf, Valentine's Day scarf that I made. So, but anyway, so that's that. And then I thought, even though a lot of you may not be here for embroidery, I wanted to show my progress on this. I started this, I don't know, it's probably been 3 or 4 years ago. It was when we were in West Virginia. So last time y'all saw this, all I had was this little island and this little island done, and the swan. And now I've done up here. I've finished this tree. This tree didn't turn out as good as this tree for some reason. I don't know what I was doing. And then the blue I have, I don't know if I feel like it's too bright. But I don't have a lot of embroidery threads in blue. I mean, I do have different blues, but they don't really work that well together, because as you can see here, I feel like this didn't work that well together because the other blue was just too light. And you guys may not be able to see that, but I have I drew a moon up here, and then down here I have the reflection of the water, the moon on the water for when that comes in. And originally I was going to do the sky too, but I think I'm just going to keep it a night sky, and then I will do some stitches that look like stars in the sky and have the moon, and then I don't have to embroider up here. I just need to finish all down here, which this is all going to be water. And I don't even know if I have enough of this embroidery thread to do that. I mean, I could buy some now. I don't think I'm restricted on what I can buy right now. I had to wait till the next pay cycle, the next credit card bill cycle, because I don't like to go over too much on my credit card if I can. I'd rather not go over on that too much. I went over, I think, by like $10 this last month. So I just have to keep that in mind, that that's 10 less I have to spend for this month. So, but yeah, that's the embroidery. And now let's talk about the blanket that I was going to just sit here and crochet on a little bit here at the lake. And I don't know if y'all want to see that, but I am going to put it at the end of the video. If you don't want to see me sitting here crocheting, then I will, you can just skip that part whenever we come to that. But this is the granny square blanket that Gumleaf Crochet was teaching people on her channel. So, and the designer, her name is Anne. She also follows Gumleaf Crochet. And as you could see in my corners, I did do black because I don't have enough black to put it in the rest of the blanket. So I'm trying to figure out small ways that I can implement the black as I continue doing this. But yeah, I did part of this on my live. I can link that in here somewhere if you guys want to go see that. I did have one person that came in and chat with me for a little while, which was nice. His or her name was Tattoo Alley. So, but yeah, that was nice of that person to come in. I figured no one would come in, but I'm trying to figure out how to get watch hours because YouTube just changed their rules for monetization. And though I don't really need the monetization, I would like to be monetized, because if I could earn like an extra, I'm not like trying to get famous like some of these other people and make it like a career or whatever, but some of these people, they do it to earn money and pay their bills. I just would like to have a little extra money to spend on my craft. So that's kind of why I do this. Well, it's not why I do the channel. I shouldn't say that. But that's kind of why I would like to get monetized, but they changed the monetization rules. You now have to have, well, starting in February, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 8,000 watch hours. And I checked my watch hours, so people aren't watching my full videos, I guess. So otherwise I should have a lot more watch hours than that, because I started this channel in November last year, so I'm coming up on a year, and I only have 200 watch hours, and that's with me putting out a video, sometimes 2 videos every week since November. So people watch very little of my videos. I mean, if y'all as subscribers can, tell me what makes you stop watching the video so I can improve it, that'd be great. Because I don't know why people are, they stop watching when they do, but they do. So, because I think on some of my videos, they say the average view is like 6 minutes or so, the duration. So I guess I'm just not entertaining people enough or something. I have no idea. I'm not the most entertaining person. I don't have a lot going on in my life. I don't have an exciting life, so I don't really have a lot to talk about. I mean, I guess I can make shit up as I go or something. I don't know. But then that's not being genuine. So, but yeah, if the subscribers, if you're watching the videos and you feel like you're popping off pretty early on, maybe you could share with me, give me some feedback. What am I doing wrong that makes you stop watching the videos? What could I do better to make y'all want to stay, basically? So yeah, just let me know your all's thoughts on that. Let's see. Alright, so we're just going to keep crocheting. So yeah, I got a little discouraged about that because I already don't get as much love as I thought I would because of my views on AI. So I guess I should have never mentioned that, but then I'm not being authentic to myself, and it's just unfortunate that people in today's world like to focus on what we disagree on instead of focusing on what we agree on. And I don't think it's good for our world to be so disagreeable with each other. Learn to accept our differences and move on. Focus on things we have in common. But it doesn't seem to happen that way in the fiber arts community, so yeah, that's fine. And I do understand people's concerns with AI. I'm actually going to do a video, I think, on the crochet patterns that are being distributed on Etsy that are likely AI. And same with, I think I've actually been definitely finding some macrame patterns on there that they're using AI images. And now I don't know if they're like trying to create patterns with AI or not, but I don't know. Etsy needs to get on that. I don't know how they can allow that, because you're ripping people off. That's why I say, even though I am pro AI, mostly for medical reasons, the advances that we could get with that, I am anti AI in respects that, the people using AI the wrong way are just making people hate AI. So they're using it for bad, they're not using it for good. If you're using AI for good, or to make your business better or something, that's different than trying to deceive people with fake patterns and stuff. So, and I do get people's concerns with that, because I'm looking at Etsy all the time like, oh, that would be cool, but I'm pretty sure that's AI. So I do want to do a video on that, how I determine what is AI and what is not, what precautions I take, what I look at on each Etsy page that I visit to determine if something is AI or not. So I might do that in next week's video on Thursday or something, unless I end up doing the whatever you want to call it, the Granny Square tutorial on Thursday. If I don't put it out on Tuesday, then the AI video would just get pushed back or something. I mean, it's kind of a tutorial, because I'm trying to show people how to determine if a pattern on Etsy is AI or not. And I mean, even so, you can't really, I don't know, you can't just tell by the picture if it's AI. Well, I mean, you can tell that the picture is, but that doesn't mean the pattern is. Like, I was watching Be a Flamingo, and she bought a pattern that she thought was legit. I mean, I wouldn't have bought it because it definitely looked AI generated, the image that they had there. But I feel like if you're going to use AI to improve like your image or something, just don't have it change the look of your crochet project. You can have it just change your background, because like, I don't feel like I'm great with photography. So if I can have AI like remove the background that my crochet project is being displayed on, and put in a new background without changing the look of the actual crochet product, I think doing it that way is fine. But to put it in there and just prompt, hey, can you make my image look better or something, and then it just completely changes it, it's not right to do that. There is a way to remove your background and then just have AI replace your background and put something in that looks nicer than the background you currently have. And I know there are going to be people out there that argue, oh, you could, if you do photography enough, you can get your product photos looking good. That's not necessarily true. I'm sorry. Not everyone has the patience to go through and try and figure out how to work the camera in a professional manner to get the photo to look exactly the way you want. Not everyone has a beautiful home where they feel like they can put images up. Like for me, I would love to do, like I see Gum Leaf Crochet do it sometimes, you know, she'll show her getting her coffee and stuff, or, you know, whatever, and I don't like doing that because my house doesn't look that great. Our kitchen is still a work in progress. It's so dark and gloomy in there, so I don't really like to bring my camera into the kitchen to show me getting a drink, or, you know, because you're just showing like a side of you that people wouldn't otherwise see, which is nice. I like seeing that, but it's hard to do that because I don't know, I'm not that pleased with how my kitchen looks right now, and then I don't even know if I'm going to be able to have it look the way I want it to look, because I would like to change the cabinets out. The countertop definitely needs changed out. I did just paint our gold backsplash in the kitchen. It just looks so dumb. Oh, I did record a small video of that. Maybe I'll put that in here. Hey y'all, I just wanted to hop in here and share this. This is what our backsplash looks like in our kitchen, and I am painting it. Let me show you. I already started over here, just until we can get it updated. So it's how much I've gotten done so far. And this stuff is just primed. But I wanted to show you something. Would you use this little brush, which is what I'm using now? I'm using this little brush to finish painting this, to put on the top coat, or whatever it's called. I don't know, the finishing coat. But look how little it is. It's so fun though. Look. It's like amazing. This could keep me busy for hours at a time. But anyway, yep, I'm painting this. Nobody knows I'm doing this. Everyone's gone today except me, so I'm gonna keep painting. But yeah, isn't that cool? I think it's cool. I like the little brush. It lets me be more detailed. Anyway, catch you later. Bye. Showing you our backsplash. So it's really hard for me to want to record in our kitchen because it's not like studio ready. It's not HGTV looking like it's an HGTV type of home. And I mean, I know some people don't mind that because they just want you to be genuine, and they don't mind seeing that stuff. Like, I don't judge people like that. I don't care what your house looks like, as long as you're happy with your home, and you know you have a home, you just be happy with that. I don't care if your house is messy. Who gives a shit? It's your house. It can be whatever it wants to be. I'm not going to judge you on that. If I'm watching your videos, there is something else about your videos that I like. I don't necessarily have to like your home or your background, you know, because I don't judge people on that. If I like hearing you talk about something, you know, I'm probably going to watch, because I just like, you know, hearing you talk about what's going on in your life, or sharing your crafts or whatever. So, but anyway, that was just a little rant there. But I do plan on doing a video on how people can safeguard themselves against AI patterns. The best way that I've figured out how to do it. So I'm gonna do that. So if you know others who are having problems determining if something is AI or not, you know, have them watch my video. I'm not gonna put out. I'm not a pro on that. Okay, I'm not an expert, but I have yet to buy a pattern that is generated by AI. And two, people like act like they hate AI, like AI is doing this itself. AI is prompted to do things. It doesn't do it on its own. You have to tell it what to do. So it's the human behind AI. Like Mogodot, I don't know how to pronounce his, Mogot. Yeah, he's like one of my favorite people to watch on this, and he's like, if I could find one of his videos, he's mentioned it in many interviews he's been in that AI isn't inherently bad, but the people using it can be, and they can use it for bad. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll put that in here. But like he said, AI is not inherently bad. It's the people who use it the wrong way that are bad. So, and I agree with that 100%. Like my son is anti-AI. I think all my kids are anti-AI. But we don't hate each other because of that. Now, my son does keep sending me like negative things about AI. And I don't mind people sharing the negative things about AI, but if you can't occasionally throw in something good that you found on AI, please don't share all your negative. You got to see the good in things. If you can't see the good in things, then I don't know. I have a hard time with that people, all they want to focus on is the negative. So, and I just don't like that. I try to be a positive person, and those are the kind of people I want to surround myself with. I'm okay if you don't like AI. That's totally fine. That's your prerogative. And honestly, I would love to get like in a chat and just chat with some people on this that do have different views, so I can learn how to talk about how I feel about it, because I really struggle. Like if someone says something and I disagree or something, I don't know how to talk about it. So I would love to have a friend that I could just, who doesn't like something about it, and then we can debate it, so I can learn how to properly debate with people but still be friends with them, you know. Today's world though, people just let everything divide them, and I don't like that. That's why I don't watch the news. I have nothing to do with the news. I don't get involved in politics. I'm not at all interested in politics, because all that shit just divides people. I don't discuss religion because that divides people as well. So if all these things are so good for us, why does it divide us? So I don't know. I just refuse to talk about religion, politics, whatever. I don't really talk to anyone, so you guys are who I talk to. You guys are the ones that I have conversations with every week, because I literally do not have friends that I go and hang out with. Never have I had people, well, I had one lady when we lived in Maryland. Well, we live in Maryland again, but when we lived in Southern Maryland, I had this one lady that I kind of pushed away, you know. She always wanted to hang out and do stuff, and I just never did that with her, and I regret that now, because her and I would have probably been really close friends, and I don't know why I pushed her away. I don't know. I just always had a reason not to go do things when she wouldn't want to go do stuff or something. I don't know. But you guys are the people that I can talk to, and I do wish more people commented in the comments and stuff so we could chat more, but it's fine. And I was telling my husband, I just like, I don't know what to talk about. You know, I'm not good at conversation because I don't have conversations with people. Even him and I, when we do talk, it's not, you don't talk about much because we don't really have that much in common, to be fair. So, like when we go on trips, I don't know about y'all, but he probably loves having a wife like me that isn't just running off at the mouth the whole time they're traveling, because I don't really have a lot to say. Sometimes we'll talk about the kids and stuff, and how we sometimes feel like we kind of failed them, because our two youngest, they just, I don't know, they're still at home. They don't seem to have any interest in getting out into the world and doing anything great, and that's fine, because we're kind of the same way, you know. We don't need expensive jobs to be happy. We don't need tons of friends. We don't need a giant house. We don't need fancy things to be happy, and our kids are the same way. I just wish, I kind of wish they had more drive. But I love them either way. They're good kids, so They go to work, they don't miss work hardly ever. Well, Ben's calling out a lot lately. He's just tired of being in the freezer all the time at Walmart. But yeah, I don't know. I would love to have conversations with people. That's why I thought Discord would be pretty great, because maybe I would find someone that I have things in common with and we can sit in Discord and chat. But nobody wants to join over there, so, and I apologize for the helicopter flying over here. See ya! Thanks for interrupting my video. You're awesome. I'm just kidding. I don't really care. It's life. I just thought it was nice to come out here and sit and crochet. Even when I end the video, I'm probably going to continue to sit out here and crochet for a little while. So, is he coming this way now? I feel like he is. Woohoo! I don't know, I'm kind of weird. I like loud vehicles. It just, I don't know, they just seem powerful to me. Like trucks. I like that trucks can be loud. I'm like, yeah, that's a powerful vehicle right there. But anyway, actually, I guess that's all I have for y'all today. I hope you don't mind the little rant there. I am a little sad that my watch hours just aren't going anywhere. People watch, I don't know how many people watch my whole videos, but it does say the majority of them do not. So there must be something I'm doing wrong, that people aren't interested in staying for the whole video. But I can't guess what that is. I mean, I guess you can, you know, because they say to look at your analytics, see where where people are dropping off the video, and know that that is where you know, something you did differently, they just didn't like and they left. And I'm like, okay, so I'm supposed to guess, because they dropped off there, why they dropped off. I know some people are data driven. I am not. Analytics does not help me. It has never helped me. Trying to follow the analytics on YouTube, it's not helpful at all, in my opinion. So if I want to know anything about that, I think I'm just going to have to ask AI to explain every little analytics that are in there. But I don't even get enough views and watch time for my analytics to be that accurate. So I don't know, you have to have quite a few subscribers and watch hours for it to perform at its best. So there is that. But anyway, I guess I'm gonna hop off of here, and I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. I feel like it was pretty good, other than the helicopter interrupting us. I'll probably just turn the audio down for that part or something. I mean, I might even be able to mute that part a little bit somehow. I think DaVinci has something like that in there, where it can it will focus on your voice and drown that stuff out automatically, but that is like the paid version, and that's expensive, because you have actual Hollywood directors, actual movie companies that use DaVinci Resolve. So yeah, if you pay for that, it's pretty, I think it's like 200 something a month or something. I don't know. I don't remember. I just know I'm not paying for it. But it would actually focus on my voice and mute the other loud sound behind me if I could afford to pay for that. But I can't pay for that, so I ain't paying for that. But anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the little background here. It's so nice out here. And I am, like I said, I'm going to stay out here and just crochet for a little while. I don't know, I could leave the video playing, but I don't think I will. Because y'all probably can barely see this anyway that I'm working on, so no need to do that. And I just now finished one side, so we're not getting anywhere fast with this blanket. That's for sure. And I hope it's going to look alright. I didn't show y'all that. Let me show you that before we hop off here. But this is all I have left. I have this for this blanket. And then this is the black I have left. My mic I didn't use because with this phone case I cannot attach the receiver. And then this is the red that I have left. Oh, it's there's more in here. And that's the red I have left. So I don't even know if I have enough to do one round with each of these colors. I feel like I may not. I don't know. Anyway, but that's all I got for y'all today. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And share the video with others if you think they would enjoy it. And I will catch you in the next one. Happy crafting! Bye!